Section 1. Prelude to War. Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The world watched in disbelief as Russian forces launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. This act of aggression shattered decades of relative peace in Europe. The invasion was the culmination of years of simmering tensions between Russia and Ukraine. It marked a turning point in international relations. Russia's demands have remained largely unchanged since the invasion began. The Kremlin insists on Ukraine's neutrality and demilitarization. This would essentially strip Ukraine of its sovereignty and ability to defend itself. These demands have been widely rejected by Ukraine and the international community. The invasion was met with international condemnation. The United States, the European Union, and many other countries imposed severe sanctions on Russia. These sanctions targeted key sectors of the Russian economy, including finance, energy, and defense. The invasion has had a profound impact on the geopolitical landscape. It has led to a strengthening of NATO and a renewed focus on European security. The conflict has also had significant economic consequences, disrupting global supply chains and contributing to rising energy prices. Section 2. The global response, condemnation and support. The international community swiftly condemned Russia's aggression. World leaders denounced the invasion as a violation of international law and Ukraine's sovereignty. The United Nations General Assembly voted overwhelmingly to demand Russia's withdrawal. NATO, while not directly engaging in combat, has played a crucial role in supporting Ukraine. The alliance has provided Ukraine with billions of dollars in military aid, including weapons, ammunition, and intelligence. NATO has also strengthened its military presence in Eastern Europe as a deterrent against further Russian aggression. The United States has emerged as one of Ukraine's staunchest allies. The U.S. has committed billions of dollars in financial aid to support Ukraine's government, economy, and people. This aid has been essential in helping Ukraine resist the Russian invasion. Beyond governmental support, people worldwide have shown solidarity with Ukraine. Millions have donated to humanitarian organizations providing aid to Ukrainians affected by the war. Protests against the invasion have taken place in cities around the globe. Section 3. The battlefield, military developments and humanitarian crisis. Despite facing a much larger and better equipped enemy, Ukrainian forces have mounted a fierce resistance. They have inflicted heavy casualties on the Russian military and slowed the Russian advance. The conflict has evolved into a war of attrition with no clear end in sight. The war has had a devastating impact on Ukraine. Cities and towns across the country have been reduced to rubble. Millions of Ukrainians have been displaced from their homes, seeking refuge in safer parts of the country or abroad. The humanitarian crisis in Ukraine is dire. The war has created a massive need for food, water, shelter, and medical care. International organizations and NGOs are working tirelessly to provide aid to those in need. However, the scale of the crisis is immense. Section 4. Russia's internal struggle, economic strain, and societal militarization. The war in Ukraine has come at a significant cost to Russia. Western sanctions have crippled the Russian economy, leading to high inflation, a decline in living standards, and capital flight. The Kremlin's attempts to shield its citizens from the economic fallout have had limited success. Faced with mounting casualties and a protracted conflict, Russia has resorted to increasingly desperate measures to replenish its ranks. The Kremlin has launched a massive recruitment drive offering lucrative bonuses and benefits to entice Russians to join the military. This has raised concerns about the quality and motivation of new recruits. The war has also led to a tightening of the Kremlin's grip on Russian society. Independent media outlets have been shut down and dissent is met with swift and harsh repression. The Kremlin has sought to control the narrative surrounding the war, portraying it as a necessary operation to protect Russia's interests. Section 5. The road ahead. Uncertain future for Ukraine. As the war in Ukraine grinds on, the future remains uncertain. Peace talks between Russia and Ukraine have stalled, with no clear path to a negotiated settlement. The conflict has the potential to escalate further, with devastating consequences for the region and the world. The international community faces a difficult challenge in balancing support for Ukraine with the need to prevent a wider conflict with Russia. The stakes are high, and the decisions made in the coming months and years will have far-reaching implications. One thing is certain, the war in Ukraine has already had a profound impact on the international order. It has shattered the illusion of a post-Cold War peace and ushered in a new era of geopolitical competition and uncertainty.